Hello everyone, I'm Piyush Arora, the founder of the IELTSletter.com. Today we are going to discuss the IELTS writing marking criteria for both academic and journal. So let's see how your IELTS writing is assessed. So as we know that the IELTS writing has two tasks, task 1 and task 2, and each task is checked independently, and we see that the task 2 carries more weightage in marking than task 1. The responses are generally checked by IELTS examiners, and all the IELTS examiners hold relevant teaching qualifications and are recruited as examiners by the test centers and approved by the British Council or ITP. You will get your scores in band scores, starting from band 0 to band 9. So the scores will vary according to your language abilities. And these marking criteria apply to both IELTS academic and IELTS journal training versions and are based on the following criteria. So let's quickly see that what are the 4 things which are checked in your IELTS writing. So talking about task 1, your task 1 responses are assessed on, the first thing is task achievement, second is coherence and cohesion, third is the lexical resource, and fourth is grammatical range and accuracy. Similarly, for task 2, it's task response, it's coherence and cohesion, third is lexical resource, and last but not the least is grammatical range and accuracy. So let's see all of these responses a bit in detail. So task 1, task achievement. What is task achievement for task 1? Well, it means that how clearly, appropriately and relevantly the task has been described within the standard word limit. We generally see that the word limit is minimum 150 words for task 1. It also includes, in case of academic, that whether you have written a clear overview. Overview is more of a summary of the main trend, differences or different stages in a map or in a graph. For journal training, it includes that whether you have described the things with a clear purpose and with a consistent tone according to the letter. And last is how clearly you have represents and highlighted the key features in your IELTS writing. So all these things are covered in task achievement. Next is coherence and cohesion. For task 1, it means that how you have organized and link your information, ideas and language. Generally, coherence refers to the linking of ideas through logical sequencing, and cohesion refers to the varied and appropriate use of cohesive devices. For example, the connectors, pronouns, conjunctions, all this are covered in coherence and cohesion. Third is your lexical source. And this means the vocabulary that is being used by a candidate and how much accurately the words fit in a particular task. And last is grammatical range and accuracy, which is actually the range and accurate use of the grammar structures and producing a writing which is error-free. So these were the 4 criteria for task 1. Talking about task 2, so the first is task response. In both IELTS academic and IELTS journal training versions, task 2 covers to address all the parts of the task and develop a position in relation to a given prompt. It also covers that your ideas should be supported by evidence, and examples may be drawn from the test taker's own experience. So you should use examples, and you must write supporting information as well. Apart from that, that responses must at least be 250 words in length. So at least you should write 250 words. In case you don't write minimum 250 words, then you might be penalized for that. Actually, you get penalized for that. Next is again similar to task 1. It's coherence and cohesion, and it's just the same, and it's talked about that how much organized and linked your writing is. You should use linking words, linking with the cohesive devices. So all these are counted. It's quite similar to task 1, right? So let's move to the next criteria. Again, the lexical resource, just as task 1. It includes the vocabulary and its accuracy, and also the how much accurately the words are being used. And last is your grammatical range and accuracy, that is your range and accurate use of grammar structures and error-free writing. So we can come to this assessment criteria in the end. For task 1, task achievement, coherence and cohesion, lexical resource, and grammatical range and accuracy. And similarly, the 3 are just the same. It just task response is different in case of task 2. So the examiner will give you bands individually, right? For task achievement in task 1, you can get 6.5, coherence and cohesion 7.5, lexical resource, grammatical range and accuracy. So overall the results are being averaged, and then you get an overall band score. Similarly, for task 2, the responses, you will get an individual band score out of the each criteria, and then the scores are being averaged. So this is how the IELTS writing marking system is, and I hope that you must have liked this